Millionaires don't just become millionaires by luck or inheritance. Most people who achieve this level of financial success do so because they have mastered a crucial skill: self-awareness. This is the starting point for any significant transformation in life. But what exactly is self-awareness, and why is it so vital? Self-awareness is the ability to observe and understand your own emotions, behaviors, and thought patterns. It's the ability to see yourself from the outside, as an observer, and objectively analyze your actions and decisions. This may sound simple, but it requires constant practice. And that's exactly what millionaires do every day. They constantly ask themselves, why am I making this decision? And is this taking me closer to or further away from my goals? These questions are not trivial. They are fundamental because they allow millionaires to align their daily actions with their long-term goals. Imagine the number of distractions and opportunities that a person with great income potential faces on a daily basis. Without this self-awareness, it would be easy to get lost in a sea of impulsive decisions that could, in the long run, divert you from the right path. Another crucial aspect is reflection on purpose. Millionaires are always questioning the why behind their actions. Why start a new business? Why invest in a specific project? When you are clear about your why, your decisions are firmer and more targeted. This clarity of purpose is what separates those who achieve financial success from those who get stuck in a cycle of trial and error. In addition, self-awareness allows millionaires to recognize their own limitations. No matter how successful someone is, everyone has blind spots and areas in which they are not so strong. The difference is that financially successful people have the humility and emotional intelligence to recognize this and take steps to correct it. They ask themselves, what are my weaknesses and how can I overcome them? By identifying these areas, they surround themselves with people who complement their skills, whether by hiring specialists, seeking mentors, or forming strategic partnerships. But self-awareness isn't just limited to financial decisions. It also involves time management. Millionaires know that time is the most valuable resource they have. They constantly ask themselves, am I spending my time in the best possible way? This question helps them eliminate activities that don't add value and focus on actions that really matter. They understand that in order to grow, they need to invest their time in high-impact activities such as strategic planning, innovation, and forming important relationships. Another benefit of self-awareness is the ability to learn from mistakes. At the end of each day, many millionaires do a self-assessment. What could I have done better today? This daily practice of reflection allows them to continually adjust their strategies and learn from their failures. Instead of seeing mistakes as failures, they see them as opportunities for growth. Therefore, the power of self-awareness is one of the pillars of financial success. It's what keeps millionaires on track, allowing them to make informed decisions, recognize their limitations, manage their time wisely, and learn continuously. If you want to achieve a similar level of success, you must start practicing this same self-awareness. Ask yourself every day, are my actions today aligned with my goals for tomorrow? Millionaires have a unique ability to see opportunities where most people see challenges or, worse, see nothing at all. But this ability does not come from an innate gift, but from a deliberate process of questioning and evaluation. The difference between those who achieve great fortunes and those who don't often lies in the questions they ask themselves when faced with an opportunity. The central question that millionaires ask themselves every day is this a real opportunity or a distraction? In today's fast-paced world, we are constantly bombarded with new ideas, offers, and possibilities. Without a proper filter, it's easy to waste time and energy on projects that don't bring a significant return. For millionaires, every opportunity needs to be carefully evaluated, as time and resources are limited even for them. When questioning whether a given situation is a real opportunity, they force themselves to look beyond the surface, analyzing the risks and benefits involved. In addition, another fundamental question they ask themselves is, how can I maximize this opportunity? While many see only the immediate value, millionaires think about how they can get the most out of a situation. For example, when considering an investment, they not only evaluate the financial return, but also consider how the investment can open doors to new networks, knowledge, or future opportunities. They are always thinking about how each step can take them further than they initially expected. Millionaires also have a special ability to foresee possible challenges. That's why another frequent question on their minds is, what are the worst-case scenarios and how can I mitigate them? When considering an opportunity, they are already thinking about the obstacles that may arise and how to overcome them. This preventative thinking allows them to act quickly when problems arise, rather than being caught by surprise. They're not afraid to think the worst, because they know it sets them up for success in the long run. One aspect often overlooked by those outside this circle is the impact an opportunity can have on an individual's life balance. Millionaires ask themselves, is this opportunity in line with my values and lifestyle? However tempting an opportunity may seem, if it compromises important aspects of life, such as health, relationships, or happiness, it may not be worth it. This kind of reflection shows that, for millionaires, success is not only measured by their bank balance, but also by the quality of life they manage to maintain. Finally, one of the most powerful questions millionaires ask themselves is, who can I involve to maximize this opportunity? They know that success is rarely achieved alone. By thinking about who can help maximize the value of an opportunity, they increase the chances of success, whether through partnerships, collaborations, or seeking advice from experienced mentors. This constant questioning of the right people for each situation is one of the keys to why they manage to scale businesses and ideas so effectively. The practice of asking these questions on a daily basis allows millionaires to always be one step ahead. While others are distracted by the next big idea, they are focused on the few opportunities that really matter and have the greatest potential for return. By adopting this mindset and starting to question opportunities in the same way, you can start to see the world with the same clarity and strategy that millionaires do. Emotional control is one of the most important pillars in the life of a millionaire. The ability to keep emotions in balance, especially in times of pressure, not only prevents impulsive decisions, but also makes room for more rational and strategic choices. But this ability doesn't come out of nowhere. It is cultivated through a constant practice of self-questioning. One of the most powerful questions millionaires ask themselves on a daily basis is, am I reacting or responding? This simple question carries immense depth. Reacting is an impulsive, automatic response, often based on emotions such as fear, anger, or excitement. When a person reacts, they are usually allowing their emotions to drive their actions. Responding, on the other hand, is a deliberate, thoughtful, and conscious act. Millionaires understand that in order to make decisions that lead to success, they need to respond to situations, not react to them. Imagine a scenario in which the financial market is in free fall. For many, the immediate reaction would be to panic and sell assets to minimize losses. However, millionaires who practice emotional control stop and ask themselves, am I reacting to fear or am I responding with strategy? This pause for reflection allows them to make decisions that, in the long run, can prove much more advantageous than the impulsive actions taken by others. Another crucial question they ask themselves is this emotion helping me or hurting me? Emotions are not enemies, but they can be treacherous if not managed correctly. Millionaires understand that all emotions have a purpose, but they also recognize that some can cloud judgment. By asking themselves whether the emotion they are feeling at the moment is useful, they can determine whether they should act on it or whether it is better to wait until they are in a more balanced emotional state. For example, in a negotiation, feeling angry can be a sign that something isn't right, but acting on that anger can jeopardize the end result. Instead, millionaires channel this emotion to better understand the situation and find a more effective solution. Another important aspect of emotional control is self-awareness of one's own emotional triggers. Millionaires often ask themselves, what are my emotional triggers and how can I manage them? Everyone has certain triggers that provoke strong emotional responses, whether it's criticism, rejection, or even a tempting opportunity. By identifying these triggers, millionaires prepare for them, developing strategies to stay calm and focused when faced with these situations. This anticipation is what allows them to maintain control in situations that would destabilize other people. A third important question is, am I allowing stress to control my decisions? Stress is a constant in the life of any successful person, but what sets millionaires apart is how they deal with it. Instead of letting stress influence their decisions, they look for ways to manage it, whether through meditation, physical exercise, or simply taking time to rest and reflect. By asking themselves if stress is taking over, they can identify when they need to slow down and reevaluate their strategies, thus avoiding rash decisions that could have disastrous consequences. Finally, millionaires know that emotional control also involves empathy and understanding the feelings of others. They often ask themselves, how are my actions emotionally impacting the people around me? This sensitivity allows them to build stronger relationships based on trust, which is crucial for long-term success. By understanding how their decisions affect the emotions of others, they are able to lead more effectively, creating environments where everyone feels valued and motivated. In short, emotional control is more than just keeping calm. It's a daily practice of self-questioning and adjustment, which allows millionaires to make clear decisions, maintain healthy relationships, and stay on the path to success. If you want to achieve a similar level of self-control, start asking yourself these questions. They could be the key to transforming the way you deal with emotions and, consequently, how you achieve your goals. Millionaires are obsessed with growth. But it's not just any growth, it's continuous, constant, and intentional growth that drives them forward, even when they've already achieved the financial success that many only dream of having. The difference between those who truly thrive and those who stagnate lies in the daily practice of questioning oneself about the progress being made. The question that defines this growth mindset is, what have I learned today? This question, although simple, has a profound impact on the way millionaires live their lives. Every day, they challenge themselves to acquire something new, be it knowledge, a skill, or even a new perspective. Learning is not seen as something that ends when you reach a certain level of success, but as a lifelong process that fuels innovation and adaptation. They understand that, in today's dynamic world, those who stop learning, stop growing, and are eventually left behind. What's more, millionaires understand that learning is not just about absorbing information, but also about applying that knowledge in a practical way. That's why the question that often follows the first is, how can I apply what I've learned today? They know that the true value of knowledge lies in its application. Whether it's implementing a new business strategy, adjusting a leadership approach, or improving a personal skill, millionaires look for ways to turn learning into action. This action is what generates tangible results and ultimately differentiates those who simply accumulate information from those who actually use it to move forward. Another facet of this focus on growth is the concept of learning from failure. For millionaires, every mistake is an opportunity in disguise. They constantly ask themselves, what has this failure taught me? Instead of seeing failures as defeats, they see them as valuable lessons that can provide insights into how to avoid future mistakes or improve their strategies. This growth mindset keeps them resilient, turning obstacles into stepping stones that take them even higher. In addition, the focus on growth is also deeply linked to the idea of getting out of one's comfort zone. Millionaires regularly ask themselves, how can I challenge myself today? This question leads them to seek out experiences that force them to grow, even if it means facing uncomfortable or risky situations. They understand that true growth occurs outside the comfort zone, where skills are tested and expanded. Whether it's taking on a new challenge, entering an unknown market, or taking on greater responsibility, millionaires are constantly pushing themselves to the next level. Another crucial aspect is learning from other people. Millionaires not only invest in themselves, but also surround themselves with mentors, colleagues, and even competitors from whom they can learn. They ask themselves, who can I learn something from today, and seek out interactions that can enrich their knowledge and perspectives. This search for collaborative learning often opens doors to new ideas and opportunities that they might not have discovered on their own. By learning from the experience of others, they save time and avoid mistakes that others have already made. Finally, focusing on growth is also a question of mindset. Millionaires know that growth is not a destination, but a journey. They ask themselves, am I growing more today than I did yesterday? This question keeps them humble and always ready to improve. Even if they have already achieved a lot, they never allow themselves to believe that they have already reached the top. For them, there is always more to learn, more to achieve, and more ways to improve. This insatiable hunger for growth is what keeps them constantly evolving and at the forefront of their fields. So if you want to adopt the millionaire mindset, start asking yourself every day, what have I learned today, and how can I apply this learning? Make learning a daily habit, not just as a passive activity, but as an active tool for shaping your success. When you commit to continuous growth, you set yourself on a path that will inevitably lead you to success. For millionaires, the quest for success goes far beyond the accumulation of wealth. They are constantly thinking about how their actions can impact the world around them and what kind of legacy they want to leave. The impact and legacy mindset is a key element that differentiates millionaires who just make money from those who really make a difference. One of the most profound questions these individuals ask themselves on a daily basis is, how can I make a difference? This question reflects a concern for the impact their actions have not only on themselves, but on their communities, industries, and even the world at large. Millionaires know that true power lies not only in the ability to generate wealth, but in the ability to positively influence other people's lives. They look for ways to use their resources, time, and influence to make a lasting impact. This can be through philanthropy, investments in sustainable projects, or even in the way they conduct their business, ensuring that they are aligned with ethical principles and social responsibility. As well as wanting to make a difference in the present, millionaires are also concerned about the kind of legacy they will leave for future generations. Another crucial question they often ask themselves is, what will my legacy be? This question forces them to think long-term, considering how their actions today will shape the future. It's not just about accumulating wealth for their heirs, but creating an impact that transcends their lifetime. Many millionaires invest in education, innovation, or social causes that can transform lives long after they are gone. This concern for legacy is also reflected in the way they choose their investments and business initiatives. They ask themselves, am I building something that will last? The sustainability of a project or business is crucial for these individuals. They are not interested in quick wins that may disappear the same way they came about. Instead, they seek to create something that has relevance and lasting value. This could mean building a company that survives and thrives for generations, or developing a product or service that really improves people's lives in a meaningful way. Another aspect of this mindset is leadership with purpose. Millionaires often ask themselves, am I inspiring and empowering others? They know that their legacy is not only what they create or leave behind, but also how they influence and empower others along the way. Great leaders not only achieve success for themselves, but also help others to achieve it. Impact and legacy-minded millionaires are conscious of the role they play as mentors, role models, and influencers. They invest time and resources in developing the skills and capabilities of those around them, knowing that the impact of their actions will be amplified through others. This focus on legacy also leads them to consider integrity in their actions. The question, are my actions today aligned with the values I wish to perpetuate, is central to the lives of many millionaires. They know that legacy is not just what you leave, but how you live while you are building that legacy. Maintaining a strong moral compass, acting with integrity, and making choices that reflect their values are essential to ensuring that the legacy they leave is positive and respected. Millionaires committed to lasting impact don't sacrifice their values for financial gain. Instead, they integrate their principles into all their actions. Finally, impact and legacy for a millionaire also involve the idea of continuous contribution. They ask themselves, how can I continue to contribute even after achieving my goals? Success for them is not an end point, but a platform to contribute even more. Even after reaching their financial goals, many millionaires continue to get involved in projects they consider important. They understand that with great power and wealth comes a responsibility to continue contributing to social and global well-being. So if you want to adopt the millionaire mindset, start thinking beyond your immediate financial goals. Ask yourself daily how your actions are impacting the world around you and what kind of legacy you want to leave. When you align your actions with a greater purpose, you not only build wealth, but also create an impact that will resonate for generations.